Hello reefers, I hope everyone is doing well. I'm Lee and welcome to Lee's Aquarium. First off, I just want to thank for the positive comments I had on Facebook over my first video. So yeah, thanks for taking the time out to give me a message. Today I'm going to talk equipment that I have on this tank, what's in the sump, lights, flow, etc. So we're going to start off with the lightings. I've got two Hydra HD 52s with the D&D 750 brackets. See, my tank is probably about 5 inches off the wall, so I had to get the 750s to actually reach the center of my tank. They're discontinuing them for some reason. They're actually quite hard to get. That's why they're silver and not black, because the black seems impossible to get. So yeah, but in the next video I'm actually going to talk the lighting schedule I have on this tank and what power it kicks out. I've had a few people ask what schedule I'm using for this, so next video more in-depth talk about my lighting. I'm actually using the Jabal CP120 crossflow pump. Now, mixed reviews about it. I've never ever had a problem with the Jabal crossflow pump, so I've stuck with them. Does need a bit of a clean though, to be fair, but yeah, kicks out a lot of flow. And as you can see, the SPS corals are actually just loving life, so it's doing its job. It's doing its job. In the back you'll see a probe. Now that's to my D&D temperature controller, which I'll show you after that. So that's basically it in the main display tank. So we'll have a look what's under the hood. Whoa, juicy. Now my sump does need to clean out, but it is what it is. Whoa. See, originally when I got this tank, the flow going actually into my sump was pretty crazy. I had a filter sock with the filter rolled off, so I had to modify it slightly. I cut the pipe back a bit more. Now I'm actually using a pot, a plant pot that they use in ponds, and it was actually a perfect fit for the filter sock holder, so I use that. I'm actually using filter floss, but actually that's wadding. I actually got that wadding from Dunelm, so people need to check that out. I have done a water test and sent it to Triton, and nothing is leaching off that wadding at all. So yeah, so I've got wadding there, and I've actually got a bag of media in that filter cup as well, which is, I can show you that. Whoa. Just a bag of this. It's just a phosphate remover. Seems to be doing the job perfectly actually in that media cup. So yeah, carry on doing that. Protein skimmer. Originally I had a curve 7 in this, but the ceramic needle snapped in the rotor, so I couldn't really get one, so I just decided to upgrade to this, and it fits perfectly in this sump compartment anyway. And that is the Blue Marine 300. Just cleaned it, so it's not kicking out anything at the minute, but yeah, really good protein skimmer for the price. I actually got that half price. It was like 50 quid or something like that, so bargain. Blue Marine again. Just your standard LED sump light. I use this light in my old tank, never had an issue with it. But for some reason in this one, I don't know what I've done, but my Cheeto growth has not been too good in this. So I might have to change this light up. So I might go for a UFO one. But whatever it's doing something, because it's working with the tank. Like I said, I sent my water off to try to test it, and it seems to be perfect. So yeah, also a 300 watt heater, Eheim I think that one is. Now my pumps, I've got two pumps, one going to my reactor, which is the TMC 2000, going into my reactor, which I'm running biopels, I think they are, biopellets, biopels I think mine are, so I needed high flow. Which was a bonus really, because I'm actually running the D&D 20 watt UV sterilizer, which needs a minimum of 1,000 litres per hour running through that. So high flow through that, got into the UV, works bang on. Return pump, oh, if I can get a snap of it, you can just see it over there. That's a J-Cod. I can't remember what 1,000 litres per hour that is. It's like 2,500, 3,000 or something like that, but they're both on controllers. My dosing lines are actually running from a Coral Box Wi-Fi doser, which to me that I can show you that after, but that's a pretty good bit of kit. and also a top off system, which I think every tank is a must. It's keeping my salinity at 1025. The only issue I have is with that float switch, you can see it just needs a good clean out, but that can get stuck. Now I've had it before where I used to fill it to the top, as you can see by my lines, but it actually dumped all my RO water in my tank, and as you can see it wasn't very good, but it overcome that. I've cleaned it and it's all back together. So that's basically it, guys, in there. I mean, the idea is to change that light, but as I change that light, I'm going to do it so when the tank lights go out, the sump light comes on. A bit more stability on pH and stuff, so yeah, we'll try that, see how that gets on. I can show you a few things. I've also got a bag of carbon in there as well, so there we go. Aquamarine bio pellets, really doing the job really well. As I say, it does need high flow though, but it does work with the UV sterilizer, so bonus. What else we got in here? Seaweed sheets, pellets, natural iodine. Yeah, so that's it. It's pretty basic, to be honest. Pretty basic, does the job. Yeah, it is what it is. I can show you some of the controllers that I've got for the tank. Again, nothing fancy, but for all you OCD buffs out there about cables management, I would look away now. Oof, I know, pretty bad, but oh, stuff, I took the door out. I'm actually going to get a cabinet made with the same black gloss, so it'll be integrated with all this, but at the minute, again, it is what it is. Coral box Wi-Fi doser. See, you can actually, oh, I knocked it off. Calibrate it to 0.1 mils in your dosing. So, to me, that's pretty crazy, especially when you can control it via your phone. So that was a must for me. So I tried that. Yeah, been working perfect. I'm running Triton Core 7 on this tank. I've not done a water change on this tank, so whatever is that's happening in the sump, it's working. So my D&D temperature controller, there it is. For me, this has been a game changer, because where this tank's situated and like where I live, it can get really cold or it can get really warm. It's either or. So, but that'll never get past 25.4, 25.5 max. And if it does, the alarm goes off, shuts off the heater power, and yeah, game changer. There's my controller for me crossflow pump. I'm actually running at 4 at the minute. I usually kick it up a bit higher, but I'm going to experiment with it. I'm going to kick it up at night and then back it down in the day. So I watched a YouTube video, it had some science behind it, so I'm going to get it go. So yeah, that's about it really. All my test kits down there. So, ooh, tell you what, I've got a few things over here as well I can go through. Flipper for my glass cleaner. Oh my god, this is another game changer. Originally had the D&D glass one, but I actually kept it in the tank, and I don't know if like snail eggs or something actually got in the pad, but it scratched all the front of my glass. So yeah, I went to this and I'm going to keep it out the tank. So, oh, a few people asked me about what lens I actually used to do my first introduction video, and it's just the D&D lenses. Orange and yellow, just clip onto the phone. Handy to have, in my opinion, very handy to have. What we got here? Reef roids. See, reef roids, I originally, zoom in, there we go. I originally target fed all corals in my old tank. Now, come this one, I've actually just broadcast fed, and it's actually doing pretty well. Corals are reacting well to it, so I'm just going to carry on broadcast feeding that. Acro power. Now, as I said, with that rock and my SPS, I've only literally really just got into SPS about a month or 2 months ago. Oh my god, my video cut out. What was I talking about? SPS corals, yeah. Like I said, I've only recently got into SPS. It's a very low nutrient tank, so I needed to dose amino acids. A lot of people suggested Acro Power. I've been dosing this 5 days ago. The next dose is going to be in 2 days. I'm going to try the weekly dose, it says on it. If not, I'm going to cut down the dose to every day with the volume of a week dosing, if that makes sense. So yeah, but the corals have reacted really well to it. Oh, if I can get on that sunset millet, there we go. Like the polyp extension, pinky bear, even my strawberry shortcake, strawberry shortcake, you can see the growth actually coming along pretty nice on that one now. So yeah, my barley green, if I can get a decent shot of that, see, really nice polyp extension, and it's encrusting really nice on the rock. So whatever this is, the bad boy's working. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a bigger bottle of that stuff. Okay, what else we got here? So we got the Hannah checker. I keep going on about game changers, but a lot has happened game changing wise to me, to my old tank on this new one, and is the Hannah alkalinity checker. I used to have the Selfit test kits, but the accuracy compared to this is just next to none. So highly recommend the Hannah one. I think I'm gonna get maybe a calcium one next. They are pretty dear, maybe 65 quid for them, but just a must have. You're spending hundreds and hundreds of pounds putting all coral in your tank. Check your alkalinity, keep it bang on, pristine. Also a must, a refractometer. You've got to keep your salinity stable. Like I said, with my auto top off, I never had an auto top off on my old tank, and the stable, you know, salinity stability was just all over the place. So yeah, auto top off and refractometer, a must. So yeah, that's about it really, guys. Just a quick video on all that. Like I said, I'm going to go into depth in the next video about my lighting, PAR, etc, etc. So yeah, any comments on anything you've seen, leave it in the comment section and we'll reply to you and we'll get back to you. If you did like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for the next one. Peace out, guys. Have a good one.